Live. Right. Okay. So, good afternoon or evening to everyone joining our class today. We're going to have an amazing subject today. In a minute, I'm going to get some slides to be able to share with you. So let me just get the first slide on. You're all very much welcome to this class today. So just get this on. Right. Ruhama, can you see my slides?
Beyond the Basics?
Yes,
Wellness
that's right.
Education Series. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I see Lorena over here. Yeah.
Yes, that's right. So this
yeah,
is an
she's in
airport.
my congregation.
This is
she's in my congregation.
Oh my goodness, that's very close.
Yeah,
that's
she's the one who got me into this.
Right, great news. That's wonderful. That's great. So my name is Candido and Clara Giraldo, and that's my wife, Clara. And there's something very special in doTERRA, is that we collaborate with each other because it's a culture of family. So these classes are a collaboration of a whole team between leaders of different doTERRA groups, and we want to create a very good experience of knowledge, combining our skills and our passion for essential oils. So I want to welcome you to the team of Exceptional Oils, which is led by Amy Huffman, and also welcome you from Jody, on behalf of Jody Rabinoff, who is a friend and mentor and team leader. And we hope that you will be able to learn a lot with all this common collaboration. We got here in the slide Caroline Giraldo, who is UK and Colombia, and also we got Lorena Silveira from Israel, and Cindy Paez, who's in Holland at the moment, but she has been residing in Colombia. So this is, as you can see here, is eight classes with different subjects. We've covered the oil foundations and the intro to Symphony of the Cells. We've covered the daily vitality. We've covered stress, sleep, and emotions. We've covered reducing toxins. We've covered healthy and happy kids. 2 Saturdays ago, we did digestive health and detox. And today we're going to do essential oils and pain. So we are going beyond the basics to understand several of the body systems and more oils in detail. If you want to attend, or you got someone who wants to attend, sort of the basics of the oils, is what we call an oil class, and we are doing that on a regular basis. So you can ask your leader to give you the information, or else you can get a video with that information, and we will be very happy to send it to you to understand the basics of the oils. That's for people who are curious about doTERRA or essential oils. And once the person becomes a member, then they will be able to join these classes, which are more in depth than the class for beginners. So that's important to understand. Right. we want to honor people who want to get the whole of the 8 classes. So during every class, we are going to give 3 code words for this week. You write it down, get a piece of paper, write it down, the keywords, and then you can fill the report, the weekly report form. Let us know that you have completed that particular class. So when you complete all the 8 topics, you will receive a certificate acknowledging your continuous education. All the different links that you will need will be on a slide at the end of the presentation. If you happen to miss 1 week, don't worry, because we are going to do this series again later during the year. And so you'll be able to watch it or learn it later. What is the first word for today? The first word is deep blue. Deep as in depth, and blue as in the color, red and blue, right? So first word
I
is,
didn't hear that.
yeah, the first word for today is deep blue. Deep as related to depth, and blue
Deep
as a,
blue.
yes, as a color,
Deep
as red and blue. All right. Great. So our subject today is essential oils and pain. Now, sometimes it's a bit complex to understand how many different types of pain we could suffer from. So if you don't hear a particular kind of pain, don't worry, because at the end we'll have a time of questions and answers, and you can ask them. So managing pain, that's what we want to talk about. Pain comes in many different forms and shapes, right? It can be muscular pain, muscle pain, digestive pain, joint pain, bone pain, cuts, scrapes, and bites, menstrual pain, emotional pain, or even headaches, migraines, tensions, and sinus. So there are quite a few types of pain. So managing our pain, right? So on a scale of 1 to 10, you're going to evaluate yourself. When we talk about chronic pain, it's a pain that happens to us every day and it's become sadly part of our life. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the least, 10 being the strongest, evaluate yourself. How strong is your chronic pain, right? Emotional pain is when we have pain, related to our feelings, to our emotions. We can call it a stress, or the things that we are dealing with, which can be, things very, very, very different. Rejection, can be a bereavement, can be many different things that are causing emotional pain. So evaluate yourself from 1 to 10, 1 being the weakest, 10 being the strongest. And the last one is occasional pain. That pain that we can have, one day and then goes off. We have sometimes good days and bad days. So occasional pain, it can be with injuries that we have from exercising, or small things like that, scratch, different things. We have a fall that is occasional. So 1 to 10, evaluate yourself, right? Okay, now stress. That's one of the most popular words in our world. Adds to chronic pain, right? So we spoke about the relationship between emotional health and our physical health in week 3, and how stress can impact my body. So if you miss that class, you can wait for the next turn of classes or ask for the recording to the person who invited you to this lesson. we know that reducing stress is crucial in pain management. Being able to relax, being okay to say no. Sometimes we stress ourselves because we want to help people, we want to help our family, and they expect many things from us, they request many things from us, and we can't say no. So that can cause a stress as well. And to reduce stress as
That's
well,
right.
we want to distract ourselves as well. Is very important. Everything cannot be worked. Eat healthier, quit smoking, avoid alcohol, exercise, and also use mood oils. I just want to share with you a recent experience. I've gone through a severe experience of pain in my lumbar area, around my waist and column, and I was for at least a week in excruciating pain, and it was really very difficult. Never in my life I had experienced anything like that. So when I went to my doctor, alternative doctor, first question he asked me is, do you have any stress? Is anything really, worrying you? And he asked me as well, have you been doing exercise? So the first question I said, I may be going through a lot of stress. The second is, I've led my exercise for several months. So, these are things that are quite important to understand how pain can work within us. Right. So how do we manage pain? As we said, there is a complex relationship between physical pain and emotional pain. Pain can be a symbol of a symptom of depression. Sorry, and depression can be worsened with pain. So if we address any of the two, definitely we're going to make some positive improvement, right? Now, the thing is, in our culture, we want immediate results, right? We want instant strength, we want instant weight loss, we want instant answers through Google, instant success in our finances, instant knowledge, instant wealth, and instant healing. But there is an overwhelming evidence that natural treatments are effective, are safe. Why are they so less prevalent? Because we want everything instant. And things in life many times take time and take processes. So natural treatments that address the cause of pain will take more time and more effort, perhaps, than drugs that basically what they do is masking our pain, right? That's very, very important. So painkillers are sometimes necessary. My wife just had an operation in her mouth, so she had to take some painkillers because of the big situation with her oral health. But after you have surgery or any injury that will heal in a few days or weeks, a painkiller may make you feel better. But what many people don't know is that if you use an opioid pill for 4 weeks or more, it makes you more sensitive to pain, and that makes the pain worse. I was shocked to learn that an estimated 90% of people with chronic pain, that's ongoing pain, That's part of someone's ongoing life. 90% are prescribed opioids designed for short-term use. Even though non-drug treatments may provide relief with less risk, opioids do provide relief by blocking pain, but then your body reacts, increasing the number of receptors to try to get the pain signal through again. So when the drugs wear off, the person will experience more intense pain for about 3 days. If they continue to take opioids, the pill becomes less and less effective. The pain keeps increasing, not because of the injury, but because of the opioids themselves. Isn't that crazy? Again, if we use a medication or if we use something to suppress, that's not the best, because we want to get to the root of the pain. So what are the problems with the painkillers? What are the problems? Right. Did you know that prescription painkillers cause more deaths than car accidents? Do you know that they are considered safe because they were prescribed and they are legal? So many people usually share that and use pain relievers and aware of the dangers of non-medical opioid use. Most adolescents who misuse prescription pain relievers are given them for free by a friend or a relative. Statistics will show us that prescription painkillers are addictive, toxic to our organs over time, and don't improve conditions that cause pain. Again, we need to go to the root of the pain. That's ever so important. So it becomes a real problem when they are overprescribed, when they are misused, or when they are abused. How many of you take the time to ask your pharmacist or read all the potential side effects? Those lists can be super, super, super long, right? So we can see here some mistakes in the prescription. We say if one is good, two must be better. We can go through an overdose, drinking alcohol while taking drugs, driving with the effects of these painkillers. That's not really good, because we need to find out the side effects of all this. I'm going to read this little joke that we can find here in the slide. The top prescription is for your arthritis, but it may cause a heart attack. The second prescription should prevent a heart attack, but it could damage your liver. The third should prevent liver trouble, but it may destroy your spleen. The fourth protects the spleen, but has been known to eat away the prostate, and so on, and so on, and so on. Right? So that's what we can find when we investigate, right? That there are a lot of secondary or side effects. The American Association of Consultant Pharmacists found that, and on average, 45-year-olds take 4 different prescription drugs every day, and that number increases with age. Those aged 65 to 69 take an average of 15 prescriptions a year, while those aged 80 to 84 take an average of 18 prescriptions. Now, let's look at this chart. In 2010, over 10,000 men died from prescription painkiller overdose, and over 6,600 women. And we can see there all the different painkillers, the opioids, antidepressants, benzodiazepines, cocaine, and heroin. So there's a a chart. We got another chart here that says in 2010, over 20,000 men dying from prescription pain overdose, and 6,600 women. Data published in the New York Times in 2017 reveals that prescription drug overdose is now the leading cause of death among people under the age of 50 in the US. Right. Women between the ages of 25 and 44 are most likely to go to accident and emergency department of the hospital because of the painkiller misuse or abuse. And every 3 minutes, a woman goes to ER for prescription painkiller misuse or abuse. So we can clearly see there is a downside to ongoing use of pain medication, even over-the-counter medication like aspirin and ibuprofen. Right medication, because they can cause ulcers and internal bleeding. There's also an increased risk of heart attack or stroke, kidney and liver damage, and more. So this isn't just about the pain. How your pain affects your quality of life matter most. Let's read this quote from William Osler, right? It says, the person who takes medicine must recover twice, once from the disease and once from the medicine. Oh my word, wow. That's tremendous. So let's, our bodies come with inbuilt systems designed to help us heal. And when we give our bodies what they need, they can heal themselves. They can heal themselves. That's really amazing. In my case, I can say that this terrible back pain that I had, this lumbalgia, it's amazing when I started to exercise, how the body started to heal itself. I could feel it from day to day, the powerful healing that the body did itself. Amazing. Right. So what are the foundations for getting rid of pain? Well, the better we treat our bodies, the better health we will have. So let's explore that in minimizing and managing the pain we may experience in our lives. Again, we've mentioned in all of other classes that it starts with the foundation of good health. We can see here the 6 pillars of good health, and at the bottom we can see that the first pillar is good nutrition, to eat the right food. The second pillar is exercise and weight management. The third pillar is quality rest. The fourth pillar is avoiding exposure to toxins, in the products that we use for our hygiene, in the products that we use in our home, and the way we avoid all kinds of chemicals outside of our home. All these pillars can significantly impact how often and how we experience pain. So here comes the second word. The second word are the initials LLB, which stands for Lifelong Vitality Pack. L for Lima, twice, and then V for Victor. Lifelong Vitality Pack. That's the second word. You remember the first word was deep blue. Now the second word is LLV, Lifelong Vitality Pack. Right, so how does Lifelong Vitality Pack support me and you? The support of these supplements is from the inside out, giving our bodies the nutrients that it needs to help support its natural ability to recover from injuries and pain, physically and emotionally. There are some additional supplements that are superstar when it comes to help us become pain-free. And let's discuss all these other supplements. The first one is turmeric. Turmeric. You've probably heard about turmeric before. It's the spice that makes curries and mustard yellow in color. Maybe you've seen it in your local health food store. Turmeric powder in capsules and spice bottles comes from a root that is dried and ground. doTERRA has turmeric in both essential oil form and in these dual capsules we can see in the slide. The primary benefits of turmeric, it helps support healthy glucose and lipid metabolism when taken internally. Internal use of turmeric oil may enhance cellular oxidate enzymes. When added to a veggie cup, it may help support healthy nervous and cellular function. Internal use has been seen to increase our cumin potency and absorption. Turmeric oil may promote healthy immune function and response when consumed and support clean and healthy skin while reducing the appearance of blemishes. It becomes even more powerful in the dual capsule chamber that we can see in this slide. A dual chamber capsule means that it comes combined both with the CPTG oil and the extract from the plant. So if you're looking at this capsule, you'll see a yellow powder, and that's in the inner capsule, that's the plant, and the outer capsule actually has the oil in it. When we combine them, it creates a uniquely powerful synergy of turmerons and curcumins in order to maximize the effectiveness of both compounds for healthy inflammation response. Research has shown us that the curcumins are poor bioavailability, meaning that they don't digest well, and we don't absorb them when it's just the root plant itself. The dual chamber capsules are truly unique because they combine the key ingredients together and increase the absorption and power that turmeric can offer us. Really, really amazing. My wife has been using them and it's been really good for her. So by combining them together, you are increasing the body healthy inflammation response, the body ability to fight free radicals, and protect the body from oxidative damage. My sister had a knee injury and she got really swollen for quite a few days. She applied the turmeric oil. And when she went back to the doctor after a few days, the doctor said to her, "What have you done to your knee? Your knee by now should be still very much swollen and inflamed. But I can see here there is a very little inflammation." And so she could see very efficiently that turmeric, as we said, combat inflammation. In her case, it was a situation of an injury. Right, another amazing supplement is called Deep Blue polyphenols. I got it with me here. Deep Blue polyphenols. That's the another very. Let me just show it to you. I got it here. Let me just show it to you in a minute. So this is the Deep Blue polyphenol. This is an amazing supplement in terms of pain, and it becomes in the form of a capsule. If you can see here, this is a capsule that you can take. Just take it inside with some water or juice or whatever. So Deep Blue polyphenol. So we'll see here how this will help our health. Let me just get, there you are. So what does it do, the deep blue polyphenol? Well, what it does is, whereas turmeric is intended to be an everyday healthy inflammation maintenance type of supplement, deep blue polyphenol complex has a great variety of concentrated botanical ingredients. Note very well, this is not synthetic. This is botanical. It's extracted from the plants, right? And you use it more as needed type of pain relief. You can use it occasionally when you experience discomfort, or if you feel that you need daily deep blue polyphenol. You can safely take it as needed. So deep blue polyphenol complex does not contain the deep blue oil. Make sure you differentiate both things. This is not deep blue oil, right? So if you're used to using the deep blue oil in the dropper bottle, do not ingest that in a capsule, right? It's very important that the deep blue oil, you do not ingest it because it's not meant to be ingested. It's not the same thing, whereas the deep blue polyphenol complex is meant to be ingested. Why? Because there are different components to both things, right? And both things work differently. The oil is for topical use, and the deep blue polyphenol complex is for internal use. So why are we using the same brand name if it is not exactly the same? The brand name is synonymous with soothing support, which is exactly what the deep blue polyphenol complex capsule do, exactly like the oils. The ingredients are meant to give you comprehensive and deep protection from many oxidants. It has been formulated to help anyone in your family, from the youngest to the oldest. So the deep blue polyphenol complex can be used by any age. It can be taken daily. For example, if someone suffers from arthritis pain, and perhaps he finds that using 2 capsules per day is very supportive for him or her, right? Now, we turn to our essential oils to support us when we are in pain. They improve and resolve many pain issues safely without side effects. We've got quite a few oils that without side effects will help us with our pain. And also they have extra healthy benefits too. Saving money, powerfully concentrated small amounts are effective and work quickly. A typical dose of oils for pain relief would be 1 or 2 drops, 1 or 2 times a day for normal use. You can increase it to another 2 drops as often as 4 times a day for acute, chronic, and severe issues. So now we're going to dive into some of these specific oils for specific types of pain and spotlight a few of our favorites. Right, so mostly when we talk about pain, we have particular place in our body, such as our elbow, maybe our knee or our back. But what if you have pain everywhere? The bottoms of our feet give us a gateway to the whole body. For a full systemic effect, use your oils here. Don't let the specifics of the location get you stressed. Use it as a guide, but you can also just put a whole drop on the bottom of your whole foot. The location is just so you know the area, not to forget. Combining oils with reflexology can make both of them more powerfully. For instance, I may use tea tree oil or melaleuca when my kids have ear or eye infection. So we know we can't put oils in our eyes or in our ears. So we use the reflex points to apply those oils around the ears and the little toes, which is where our eye and ear reflex points are located. So simply applying an extremely small amount in those small locations give us a concentrated target effect for support in those areas. So here we have a chart, very cool chart, which shows which doTERRA oils would be good to use on which reflex points. You'll find a link to where you can get that on our resource page at the end of the case. So if you want to take a screenshot, you're most welcome to do that. I got a very, very powerful testimony about this point of using the oils in our food. A mother came, a grandmother actually, came desperately to me saying, our just born baby, I think she was about a month old, is in permanent pain because her eye contacts for lagrima are they are blocked, so she cannot have the little water when you cry being released from her eyes because the contacts are blocked. So I researched the whole thing. The only thing we could do to help her was use lavender oil, and the only place in her body was her foot, because it was so tiny. So the grandmother was in anguish and told me, look, the doctor has told me that if we cannot get any results, she will have to be operated. So I said to the grandmother rather, I said, put curry oil, like fractionated oil, coconut oil, in her food in the morning and before she goes to bed in the evening. She did that, just one drop of lavender, one drop diluted in loads of curry oil. And I was really gratefully surprised when she called me after a month and said, would you believe that the channel, the lagrima channel, has been unblocked? So now she's got one eye where the gland is working perfectly, and when she cries, the water comes out. And as he said, but the other one is still blocked. And it was very difficult because pus was coming out of it. So I said, be perseverant and you will see a result. So she called me after another month, so 2 months afterwards. She was systematic and disciplined to applying the oil at the foot surface, both feet. And after 2 months, the second eye channel was unblocked and she was totally clear, no pus. And when the doctor saw it, he couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe it. But that shows you that applying oils at the foot is really, really powerful, even in situations like this one, with extreme pain, and being, an infant who's like 1 month old, 2 months old, is very difficult to do otherwise, but the oil made a tremendous effect. Right, so there are many other oils that we can use. These are just a few choices. You're probably familiar with deep blue oil. There are other great oils as well. So, for example, after a good workout or hiking or digging around in the garden or spending a day crouched over your computer, these are supportive oils to your muscles, to your tendons, to your ligaments, and smooth tissues. I will do one or two things. I will use a recipe to make a roller bottle using all of the oils listed here for easy use and application. Or the second option is I would apply 1 layer of each oil, one by one, separately on my area of concern, because I need a more concentrated effect. So we got deep blue, we got lemongrass, we got cypress, we got aroma touch, marjoram, wintergreen, and then the last one is terrazyme capsules. This last one may seem out of place, but research shows that when you take a terrazyme which is intended for digestive support, when you take it on an empty stomach, they actually help your body to repair a smooth tissue damage. This is particularly helpful for those during and after pregnancy. Right, so let's put a spotlight on lemongrass. Connective tissue specialist and after exercise is especially helpful in promoting relief of lactic acid buildup in the muscles that can cause cramping. Please note that this oil can feel warm. Note this oil can feel warm on the skin and always dilute for sensitive skin. My wife uses this oil all the time, and I can assure you that it needs to be diluted. It's very, it's a bit warm, and it can be for sensitive skin. My sister, going again to this knee injury that she had, she put turmeric oil with lemongrass oil, and lemongrass is so powerful to repair connective tissue, to repair sore muscles, bones. It's also a natural insect repellent, and is very powerful in general for pain. And the other good news is the oil of lowest cost that we have in doTERRA. So you get many benefits for less amount of investment, right? So possible receipt that we can give you, apply in the area 2 drops of lemongrass, 2 drops of lavender, and 2 drops of basil. That will make you a combo of your choice. You can apply it to the area and wait 6 minutes before you reapply. Make sure you use fractionated coconut oil, and a little will work faster than a lot, especially for pain. Well, pain can happen anywhere in our body, but it takes our brain to register that is happening. So essential oils, look at this amazing benefit, can go right to the top of the command to tell your brain to pretend that the pain isn't there. Lemongrass acts similar to the sedative opioid drugs that are derived from opium and act on the brain without affecting your central nervous system. This is really amazing. Lemongrass oil depresses the higher cerebral cortex part of your brain so that the pain sensations don't get registered. And the most amazing thing, this is all natural. It is done in a natural way. You can also use the lemongrass as what we call a morphine bomb. And here is a personal testimony. During this time of horrible pain in my back, I used the morphine bomb 3 times a day. So you combine frankincense on one side, marjoram, and lemongrass. You put it on an empty capsule, and then you take it. Even you can take it every 3 hours. If you don't have marjoram, you can substitute marjoram for oregano. It will do the same. And as well, you can add copaiba to this mixture. It's called morphine bomb. You can use it to ingest it. You can use it as well to apply topically to the area of pain. It's amazing. So let's talk a bit about the deep blue for a minute. The deep blue can come, as we see in the slide here, as an oil or in a wrap cream to customize your application. I like combining the oil in a roller bottle with other oils. I reach for the wrap to apply to calves and thighs before and after a workout. The other day, I had a terrible pain after exercise in my calves, and I applied, and it gives you immediate relief. I'll give you another testimony. a year and a half ago, while I was in England, I had a problem with my back, and the sciatica nerve was definitely swollen. It was so bad that I couldn't sleep during the night. So I said, what do I do? I don't want to take any pills. I don't want to get drowsy. I don't want to get sleepy and not being able to work. So you know what I did? I said to my wife, please apply the deep blue wrap to my area of concern. I had this application done for 15 consecutive days, 3 times a day, in a form of a massage. And after 15 days, my sciatica nerve was totally healed, no inflammation, no pain, and my back was totally healed. Deep blue is one of my favorite creams because it doesn't give me any secondary pain, and it is giving me amazing, pain relief. Now we can talk about another one, which is one of my favorites, which is copaiba, right? Copaiba. This oil comes in a bottle or in a soft gel, as you can see there in the slide. It's very similar to black pepper. Copaiba can help to soothe anxious feelings. It's amazing for the nervous system. It can be applied to the skin to promote a clean and a smooth complexion. And taken internally, copaiba supports the health of the cardiovascular, immune, digestive, and nervous system. It also helps to support a healthy inflammation response. Copaiba oil can be added directly to the mouth to cleanse and smooth the gums and oral cavity. So although copaiba oil doesn't contain cannabinoids, the main component, which is caryophyllene, may be neuroprotective and have cardiovascular and immune benefits when consumed. It's also a very powerful antioxidant and promotes immune health. Copaiba oil is amazing. It's full of benefits. People talk about CBD these days, it's very fashionable, but they are very different in quality and effectiveness. There is research done, I can provide you with, goes into the details. For now, I will just give you a glimpse into the significant benefits of taking copaiba for physical benefits without the neurological side effects. Look at this. It influences multiply significant signaling pathways to promote healthy liver, digestion, kidney, heart, and brain functions. My favorite protocol is to use two turmeric capsules in the morning, and then 1 or 2 of copaiba soft gels before going to bed. Why? Because it's extremely supportive for any pain that we are using. In other words, we're combining the best of turmeric with the best of copaiba. That's an option. Now, when we have accidents, when our kids or our grandkids have accidents, what do? Well, we're talking about bumps and bruises and cuts and scrapes and kitchen burns. Lavender is at the top of my first aid kit list. It's good for every sort of injuries that can happen every day, especially for the kids. I want to highlight 2 of our kids blends here in this list. That is the oils that we have on a touch foam that are especially used for kids. Rescuer and Stronger. That's what the way they're called. They come ready to be used topically. So after a day of activity, we can apply Rescuer for relaxing sensation and relaxed feeling of tension from growing entire legs. We use the blend before and after football practice on the thighs and also before bed. Stronger is widely known for its immune support, but with Litsea as one of its main ingredients, it helps to keep the skin healthy looking and clean, while promoting positive feelings, making it a wonderful choice for skin injury support. Rose and frankincense are also amazing to promote healthy looking skin, and especially when scarring is a concern. I was having a family barbecue with my kids, and what happened to me is I got hold of a part of the barbecue where we were having, our meat barbecue, not knowing that it was totally hot. It was piping hot. So I literally burned the the skin of my fingertips. The pain was excruciating. What I did was to use topically peppermint and lavender, and I could feel instantly, I had relief. So I had to use it for a whole day, and then I was able to see, the great benefit not only of relieving the pain but also of healing myself. So we can see here other oils like frankincense, helichrysum, the rescue blend, and the correct X. All of them are for pain relief. Now, this is a special a formula that we can do to have with us when we want to have a DIY recipe for an oil spray, we call it. It's 15 drops each of lavender, frankincense, and tea tree oil or melaleuca in a 1 ounce spray bottle, filling the rest with fractionated coconut oil. We shake it, we mix, and simply spray on all of life's little accidents. Right. What about helichrysum? Let's take a moment to consider this amazing oil. It's one of our most costly oils, but worth every penny, and a must for first aid kits. So save your loyalty reward program points and put this at the top of your list to add it to your collection. This is a fantastic first aid oil, extremely gentle on the skin and yet a very effective natural pain reliever and powerful anti-inflammatory. Traditionally, it is used for soothing and regenerating effects. Many people have used it for nosebleeds, just a dab on the bridge of the nose creates a powerful support, or you can combine with tea tree oil to treat an ear infection. Everyday uses can include any types of bruises or cuts. Combines well with lavender and tea tree oil and is found in doTERRA Correct X ointment and Immortelle, what we call Salubel. Right, let's talk now about headaches. What do we use for headaches? When I would have a headache, usually you would take a paracetamol or an Advil, but now we reach out to an oil, dependent on the underlying cause. There are many different reasons we get headaches. From a pharmacy standpoint, using non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, we are blocking the pain signals to the brain, keeping it from knowing there is pain most of the time. They are not always effective. When we find the root cause, we can address that instead of hiding the symptoms. A healthy approach, our bodies will be thankful for. So here are some of the causes and solutions for the headaches. For tension, lavender and peppermint and frankincense. 1 drop of each, rub on the back of the neck and over the shoulders. Very easy, isn't it? For sinus pressure, adding a combination of lavender and Sengest, some people call it Digestin, on the bottom of your feet, especially the tips or the little toes where the sinus reflex pain points are. You can also rub a bit on the bridge of the nose and the sinus cavities. Just be really cautious with your eyes and have your fractionated coconut oil on hand. If we happen to put an oil, in our eyes, water won't do the trick. We have to use either full cream milk or fractionated coconut oil to get the irritation to disappear. The hydration headaches. Water is going to be the best solution to that, and you can add any of your citrus oils to help make the consumption easier. Lack of sleep. Best solution to that is using some serenity and getting a lot of really good sleep. For a hangover, headache, you can take Sendocrine and grapefruit in a capsule before you go to bed and when you wake up in the morning, and it helps to take our toxins out of your liver. And past tense is a fantastic blend that relieves all sort of tension. It comes in a roller bottle, really good to keep in our bag or purse to use as needed on the back of your neck or temples or hairline. But be careful with your eyes because past tense is not diluted, right? Is not diluted. Here we have, this is the past tense blend. Let's talk about it for a minute. It's formulated with the oils known to help support the pain and tension associated with headaches. So it's fantastic for supporting headaches and migraines. But it's also a wonderful oil to turn to for tense muscles, back pain, or joint pain. Simply roll on the spot of pain, provides a cooling sensation and relaxes the pain away. One thing to note is that it's very strong blend. Use a little and wait at least 5 minutes before reapplying. Even though it's in a roller bottle, it's not one of the touch oils, meaning it is not diluted. Be very careful with this. This is pure oil. It's not diluted, although it's in a roller bottle. If you have sensitive skin, perhaps you will want to dilute this oil. Also, be cautious around your eyes when rolling on the temples and on your forehead. So look at this amazing blend. It's got wintergreen, lavender, peppermint, frankincense, cilantro, Roman chamomile, marjoram, basil, and rosemary. Right, so have you ever had a zingy or lightning bolt feeling that shoots down your leg or your arm? Or perhaps someone brushes really lightly against your skin and it feels like it's tingling or burning? Well, that could likely be nerve pain. There are countless types of nerve pain, some including Bell's palsy, sciatica pain, neuropathy, Huntington's disease, MS paralyzing pain, etc. No doubt that peppermint is at the top of the nerve pain support list, soothing and strengthening to the damaged nerves. Basil is stimulating to your nerves. Lavender is calming and soothing, but it can also be stimulating in certain circumstances. Lemongrass, here we have lemongrass again, is supportive to nerve damage, and geranium can be helpful in regenerating your nerves. The list is endless. Please ask for more in-depth information for conditions specific to you at the end of the class. Right, Aroma Touch. Aroma Touch is an oil or is it technique? Well, it's both things. Aroma Touch is a technique that we talk about in the first class, but it's also a blend, a doTERRA blend for different kinds of pain. It can be for achy muscles and joints, for back pain, neuropathy, and even more. And it is called a massage blend because it's so relaxing and soothing to the muscle. If you go to the massage therapist, he will be very, or she will be very thankful if you take this oil with you for your massage. It's great for neck massage, and can be mixed with an Epsom salt bath. So you can use it as part of the aroma touch technique, right? And we're not going to speak about it because you can find all the information in lesson 1 about it, right? And then in Symphony of the Cells, which is a technique, we go in detail about this. Suffice it to say that these are the oils that we use in this technique: frankincense, the carrier oil, melaleuca or tea tree oil, wintergreen or birch, and then lemongrass, Siberian fir, helichrysum, and then you got soothing brand and peppermint. So that's about it. And then something very important, if you want to wean off medications, if you want to stop them, if you're taking a prescription medication and want to stop it, it is important to work with your doctor on doing it. Here are some tips to help you make the process more comfortable, both physically and mentally. One tip, well, the second tip, besides working with the doctor, is increase your water intake. Drink at least 4 liters of water a day with grapefruit and lemon essential oil. You can use both oils. Third tip, just quitting can be difficult, so try creating a new healthy habit every time your body wants a quick fix. For example, fill your diffuser and take 10 deep breaths. Do 10 push-ups. Take a walk and get fresh air. Drink a glass of water. Over time, you can form new neural pathways, which mean we can retrain our brain. So we form new neural pathways, and that means that our brain can be retrained. Take LLV, which means Lifelong Vitality Pack, and additional supplements to support your body naturally. This will help you alleviate your symptoms while detoxing. Very important. Surround yourself with support. Changing your environment is important. Have this consideration. Do the people around you lift you up or bring you down? Right, so how can you best buy all these oils and save money? The best way to do it is when you do a monthly loyal reward program, because when you place an order of your choice every month, you start saving points. So for example, if you place an order with $100, which is 100 PV, then you start receiving 10% back in points. That means that the next month you get 10 points, which is $10. If you do this consecutively every month for placing orders of at least $50, in 30 months, you will increase from 10% to 30% rewards in points, which in an order of 100 points or $100 means you will receive back 30 points. Those points, you can use them to redeem different doTERRA products. If you place an order of above 120 points, then and you place the order before the 15th of that month, then you will receive a free product of the month. So investing in your health every month will be richly rewarded by doTERRA with points and with free oils. And that means that whatever products that you're using, then you will never run out of them. Now, you can customize your wellness box. So, for example, when you buy the Lifelong Vitality Pack, you can get these supplements we talked about, like this is for the market in the United States. Let me just clear that out. You can get several products, and you could join this, besides the Lifelong Vitality Pack, these products which will support greatly your management of pain. We got turmeric capsules, we got copaiba capsules, we got marjoram, we got the blue rub, then we got the adaptive collection, and we got the elevation volo diffuser and the frankincense, different combinations to help with your body management. If you go for the Lifelong Vitality Pack, you need to know that there are several products on which you will get discounts. For the digestive pain, you can get the Terrazyme, you can get the Sengest, and you can get the Sengest tablets as well. For head tension, you can get the copaiba tablets, the frankincense, and you can get also the aroma touch with it. So there are different combinations you can do. When you take a date in the month, you can go to your trolley and easily set up a date, and then go to your bag and then put the products that you are choosing. And then the other thing is, when you share the products that have been good for you, then doTERRA will give you a reward for it. So when you refer someone for the oils, you will start getting free oils. If you enroll your friends, your family, then you will be able perhaps to pay for the oils that you use. And you can also build your own team, train people, teach people, and then you will be able to supplement your income or replace your income. These are ways that doTERRA will help you to accomplish any of your dreams, any of your desires, using doTERRA as a business, as a way of income. So that opportunity is for you as well. doTERRA will provide all kinds of training, and this, I will not go into detail on this. These are the way that doTERRA will reward you. We got a whole recording on this. So if you're interested, ask the person that invited you to send you the video, and in detail you will get that. So in terms of education, right? So we got the last lesson of the 8 lessons, which is called hormone balance. Hopefully that will take place next Saturday, and Caroline Giraldo will be talking about this. This is highly related to women, but there are some men also who can benefit a lot from this lesson as well. So let me just give you the last word that we want to have. So the last word that we want to have for today's lesson, right, let me just give it to you, is the word consistency. That's the last word. Consistency. Consistency. CONSIST for Tommy, E for Echo, N for November, C for Cobra, and Y for Jello. That is the final word. So we have the first word, which was deep blue. the second word, which was LLV, L for Lima, B for Victor. That stands for Lifelong Vitality Pack. And the third word is consistency. CINSISTENCY. So if you want to take a screenshot, these are the this is the link where you can find the handouts, the links to resources, the link to replay this class, and the link to the report, right? So that's where you can find all the information of this class. And to get access, you enter just enter the password Deep Blue, and then you will be able to get all the resources. Deep Blue with no spaces, right? So be sure to fill the report that you have finished, completed this class, and then you will be able to do it. Okay, so that will be for us the end of the recording, and now we are